There are several reasons why your content might not be showing on your display, and this quick video is going to go over a few of them that are the most common. One of the most common ones is the content is not scheduled to show in your schedule. That means that while you may have added it to the schedule, it's actually not set to show. And you can tell that by going to your schedules, going to the schedule in question that's currently running on that display, and notice that I've got two presentations in here. If we look at the first one, it's scheduled to show always for 60 seconds. This one would be showing right now. However, when I go to the second one, notice this second one is scheduled to show from 3 a.m. to 5:30 a.m. If it's currently past 5:30 a.m. or before 3 a.m., this presentation is not going to be showing. That's one reason why this specific presentation may not be showing on your displays. Another very common reason is what if we delete this, and as you can see, this now serving presentation is indeed set to show always. But what if there's content in the placeholder that still isn't showing? What you can do in that case is go back to that actual presentation. And notice when we go to that presentation, we have two placeholders. We click on this placeholder, go to the Properties button over on the left, and we can see the timeline is set for always, distribution is set to all displays. That means it will be showing. Let's go over to the other one and go to Properties. Notice how this one, the distribution is all, but the timeline is set to go from 2:45 a.m. until 5:30 a.m. only on January 1st. That would be a reason why this placeholder is not showing. Sure, the presentation has been set to show in the schedule. However, this specific placeholder is set to only show from 2:45 a.m. to 5:30 a.m. on January 1st. To fix that, simply check the Always button, save and publish the presentation, and now that specific piece of content is going to show on the display. Another reason content might show is if it's been moved to the trash or the URL that file is located at is no longer available. Using our example again, notice how the placeholder with the now serving text in it also has an image in it. When I drag this image to be the first item in the list, notice how it says this selected item does not exist or has been moved to the trash. When you play this presentation on your display and the image or video is in the trash, this is the image it's going to show. This is the text that's going to show. It will not show the image, it will not show the video. Also, if it's at a URL that cannot be accessed, for example, your own private server, and the file has been moved away from there, it will show nothing. It will just show a blank sign, giving the impression that something's not loading, when in actuality it's because that image or video does not exist at that location anymore. Another common reason that Play Until Done might not work correctly, which means that once the schedule reaches the end of all the Play Until Done content, it will move to another presentation in the schedule. Another reason that may not work is Play Until Done is not set up correctly. If you go to your schedule, and we'll go to our schedule that we were just working with, and we'll add another item. Notice when we add this other item, let's go to this now serving presentation and set it as Play Until Done. Play Until Done means that it's going to run through all of the content in this presentation until it is defined as done, and then move on to this Mostly Sunny presentation. Now the problem here, like we just saved, the problem here is how do you know when now serving is done playing? Sometimes you might say, hey, it's right in the middle of my video, and it stops showing that presentation and moves on to the next one. Or it may not show this presentation at all. The common reason for this is what we refer to as the Play Until Done placeholder has not been defined. And the Play Until Done placeholder is what you use to say this presentation is done and move on to the next one. So let's go to the Now Serving To presentation, and let's take a look at the Play Until Done placeholder. We want to use this placeholder because it has two items in it. So let's click on the gear icon, and notice that there's no Play Until Done placeholder selected. Because of that, the Play Until Done functionality in the schedule will not work. If we hit the drop down and select PH0, which is the placeholder that has our two items in it, and click Apply, Save, and Publish, now the Play Until Done functionality is going to work as expected. The presentation will go through all of the items that are in this placeholder. Once it reaches the end of the very last item, it will move to the next presentation in the schedule. I hope that helped everybody look at some good examples of why your presentation might not be playing correctly or content might not be showing correctly. And if there are any other questions, be sure to contact us in support. Thanks.